nothing but respect for Paul George. To come back from an injury the way he did was simply amazing. It'll be a real honor to take the court against him tonight and show him what I can do. But forget PG-13. This game's gonna be rated F for freak. May the best man win.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. As we get to an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Turner is out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Miles in at the small forward. And it's Freak missing.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Kicks it out to Ellis. From the arc. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And that's now 8 points for Ellis.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Pass to Crowder. Here's Mickey. The Celtics working the ball around now. Good on the shot.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Ellis with the screen for Stuckey. Back to Ellis. It's blocked. And here's Freak. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Off the left rim and out.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Stuckey kicks to Ellis. It's deflected. Now here's Freak. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Smart. Ellis outside. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Freak passes to Olynyk. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg.
And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very...
The only hard part.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens is making substitutions here. On the court for Indiana, they've got Hill. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks wasn't happy with how he played. He ended with 7 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. He's now had a string of games that leave much to be desired. Coach told me that he's still very optimistic, however, and feels he'll break out of the funk soon. Perhaps we'll see it tonight, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, guys, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
You know, would have been a lot easier for him to digest if they had somehow managed to win the game. but the disappointment really hits home when you struggle like he did, and that leads directly to a loss.
There's no doubting that. I mean, he's never going to shy away from the responsibility that comes with being a leader.
The Pacers making a change here. Miles is checked in. Here's Clement. Hill pulls it in. Indiana leading by 5. Pushing it up. Miles, that's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
They set the pick. Freak dishes to Crowder. Freak with it. He's against Hill, and the call will be against George Hill. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. You know, the defense has really affected their offense this quarter. They're shooting around 33-34% for the game. They had a little more success in the first quarter, but so far, not much luck here.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Freak kicks to Crowder. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Ellis with the ball. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Smart passes to Freak. In the corner, Smart with it. Feeds it to Freak. Pass to Mickey. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for George Hill. And it's Ellis penetrating. Hill. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Smart kicks to Freak. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Indiana, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Turner's checked in for Mickey. Both free throws good from Ellis.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And taken away by Ellis. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Stuckey. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now Ellis. They get it again. Oh, close the buzzer-beating dunk. The clock runs out, and we're heading to...
Kevin, thank you.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Jay Crowder comes in for Amir Johnson. Marcus Smart's checked in for Evan Turner. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ellis. And George Hill's subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Clement in at point guard. Avery Bradley is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Smart, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. Roman the paint. That's the Boston 5. that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And that one's good. 3.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Indiana leading by 7. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Miles. It's back to Hill. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hill's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
There's the pick. Pass to George. Now the feed to Miles. And that one goes long. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Celtics trail by 9, and here's the break. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Freak dishes to Olynyk. Freak with it. He's got 12. 5 to shoot. Back to Bradley. From the arc. There's the bucket. Good. Bradley's got 13 points in the second half. There's 14 seconds left in the third.
Celtics foul.
Pacers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Mahinmi is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then it's George Hill, and it's Ellis at the shooting guard position. So it's Indiana picking up the win.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Paul George. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
I told you. Dom Pagnati always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box. Check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. The Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. And a new group in for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Johnson. Smart's checked in for Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Clement. He's in at the point. Mickey out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Smart, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Jerebko's checked in for Crowder. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now here's LeBron. Tight defense on him. Outside Williams. Off the screen. Nice jump shot. Good. Williams has got his first points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They set the pick. Here's Smart. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them, and amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you'd see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Cavaliers leading. The pass to Dellavedova. Feeds to Shumpert. James outside. Williams a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Freak kicks to Smart. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
He dishes it to Freak. To the inside, Mickey. And the rejection by James. Dellavedova cannot hit. Tie game. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his. Good points, Clark. But rolled. Here for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Shumpert. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Williams is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Not him. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons did some really solid work on the floor. He ended with 10 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Cleveland.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Williams attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's going to be on Freak.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Williams drops them both.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Celtics trail by 3. High post try. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Cleveland leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Back to LeBron. The dish to Williams. That one rolling around and rims out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's Freak missing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to LeBron. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 20 points for LeBron.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Freak. The three. Can't get it to go. And so that's the end of the first half.
Kevin with...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. So different look now for Cleveland. Shumper comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Mickey's checked in for Sullinger. Turner comes in for Amir Johnson. Marcus Smart's checked in for Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Clement. He's in at point guard. Jay Crowder out there with Mickey. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. 2 on the clock. Connects from three-point range. Smart's got 5 now. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Detroit.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
First free throw is good.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation span to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Here's Clement. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Irving.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
The energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. But they recover it. The screen from Thompson. Back to Irving. Lets it go from deep. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Freak with it. Now guarded by Shumper. Freak dishes to Turner. Smart with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Freak. Pass to Mickey. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
The first one falls. Williams, he's checked in for Cleveland. Both shots good from the stripe.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Fires the 3. No good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
The 15-footer, good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Freak. James outside, beyond the arc. Crowder pulls it in.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense.
And the final period of play just about to start. So the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. LeBron comes in for Smith. And Irving subbed in for Williams. The Celtics also changing it up. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Frye in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Freak with the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. And Boston has possession. And here's Freak. Dishes it to Smart. Here's Clement. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Dellavedova. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
So he's...
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
We all know anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.